judge can see on that camera right there. He's right up on the screen right here.
We on the record in clause number 33178, the state of Texas versus Preston Jamal Pleasant.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pleasant, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Pleasant, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pleasant, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Pleasant?
Doing all right. How about you, Judge?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Pleasant, information states that on or about July 20th of 2020, while you're in Jefferson County, Texas, you were charged with the offense of attempted theft. You understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a case that was refiled from a felony case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Ramos?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my understanding.
So it's just a class A misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, Mr. Pleasant,
Yes, sir.
to the charge of theft, for class A theft, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now,
Guilty, I mean.
okay, now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Freely and voluntarily.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Freely.
And are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes.
Mr. Pleasant, I have before me what is marked as State's Exhibit Number 1. It's the misdemeanor plea admonishment. That's the document that was on the computer tablet. On page 2 of this document, there are some initials next to the line that says guilty. Are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of this same document, above the line that says defendant, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that are checked. The first box says that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving or giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, there's a document before you that is titled Discovery Certification. It should be on paper. And did you sign that document? You have to speak up.
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initialing the documents on the tablet and the documents on the paper before you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. McIntosh, you have advised and counseled Mr. Pleasant. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Judge.
Mr. Pleasant, your attorney, Mr. McIntosh, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pleasant, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, and it's for 120 days credit for time served, tax and retire of the court costs.
Mr. Pleasant, the state is offering that you serve 120 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you would not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 120 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you will be given credit for time served. If you owe any court costs, You will not have to pay that cost because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, your court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Pleasant, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pleasant, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you've entered into with the state. Please, follow the bailiff, and have a good day.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.